Welcome back to the Dropping Knowledge Podcast. What's going on, guys? I'm here with Will again. If you guys haven't seen the previous episode with Will, check that shit out because I'm not reintroducing him. I'm not talking about our friendship and how long we go back. We're here to talk about what everyone wants to talk about, fucking aliens.
Feels like it's too soon. Feels like it's too soon to be back here talking with you about aliens.
That's what he said. So we did this podcast 2 weeks ago now is when the previous one came out. And most of the comments... I'm surprised people listened as far as they did because you and I went through our friendship, what we do together, this and that. And then like the last 15 minutes were like, yo, so aliens? What about...
That's where it went off the rails.
What do you think about aliens and interdimensional beings?
Yeah.
So it gets pretty wild.
Went sideways pretty quick.
We're not going to jump into that right now, though. So if you guys haven't watched that video, again, go watch it. I'll fucking put a link over there in the corner if you're watching this on YouTube. If not, just go back 2 episodes. What we're here to talk about is the thing that we forgot to talk about in the past podcast. Ashley and I talked about it in our podcast, her and I together, the Grom build-off.
Ooh.
You just took delivery of a 2022 Honda Grom, and I don't have mine yet. I put my money down before you, and I still don't have mine, and I'm mad about it.
You know, I feel like that's cosmic justice for the injustice that occurred at My Fit Foods, a delicious local establishment.
Whoa, we can talk about that too, because that's another thing that has surfaced since the last podcast.
No. We don't have to get into anything.
No, we're going to, though. There. So go ahead.
So
Wait, listen to this. Crispy. Twisted Tea, baby.
Twisted Tea is a sponsor for this, oddly enough.
Yeah, shout out to Twisted Tea.
Thank you.
Use code Talon sent me at checkout for nothing off your order. Twisted Tea, hit us up. Yo, we could be featured on the cans right here, like the little fucking pictures. That'd be cool, huh? It could be you sitting with a fucking Twisted Tea case over your head.
Private man. So I think you put your deposit down like 3 weeks before I did, right?
Yeah, I used to have a Honda Grom, and I was like, dude, they're super fun. I kind of want to commute on one. And you're like, I don't know. I'll kill myself on a motorcycle. And then you text me one day. You're like, I put a down payment down. Yeah.
So like I started on dirt bikes when I was young, and I went like not super bike, R6 when I was 16.
Close enough.
It's enough to kill yourself, right?
Yeah.
And then jumped up to R1, and I've had a smattering of like dual sport and enduros and things like that.
But you've never ridden a Honda Grom.
Never.
You've ridden
haven't even considered
like 125s and like little pit bike dirt bikes and shit.
Yeah, I've ridden all that stuff. And the part that scares me specifically in Colorado where I live is that drivers are real dumb here.
Fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Like I've driven all around the entire country, and the more time I spend here, the more time I realize like, wow, these people are fucking nuts.
So I'm super sketched out about that because, as you know, as a motorcycle rider, like power can get you out of sticky situations, right?
Well, guess what? The Honda Grom has 0 power.
So when I rode it home from the dealer, I had it pegged 5th gear. So I can't imagine what it was like when it only had 4 gears, but 5th gear pegged and doing a gentleman's 62 miles an hour.
It's allegedly
bouncing. Yeah.
According to the Speedo, which is probably not fucking correct.
Bouncing off the rev limiter doing 62. So on the road that I was on, there were cars flying past me. So I'm basically at mercy of the rest of the traffic, which sketches me out. So that leads me to believe I won't ever feel comfortable using it as a commuter, like you want to.
You don't commute far though. You commute on a 25 mile an hour road and then like a 40, 50, whatever it is.
The main road that I take to the office is 55 miles an hour.
Okay. It's
which is
close.
Like
it's gotten real.
I got six miles an hour of leeway.
The thing is, every other vehicle around you can speed up and pass you or do any kind of maneuver, and you're just
it's
like
an uncomfortable situation for me. But it is probably the most fun that I've had on a motorcycle.
That's the point. Yeah. That's what I was getting at. So Honda Groms are so fucking fun. The thing so a Honda Grom is a 125 tiny wheel motorcycle. What are they? They're not even 15 inch. They're 10-inch wheels.
It's a 120 on the front. So the tires are 120 on the front and a 130 on the rear. Yeah.
A 135, isn't it?
I hope not, because I ordered a 130 knobby.
Oh, well, we ordered the same tires, but they're like scooter wheels with, you can put any kind of tire on them. They make like performance racing tires for them because there's some people that race scooters, but they're so much fun. Reason for it being is that they're so slow, 125 single cylinder. You're just pegging it everywhere you go, full throttle, like stoplight to stoplight, stop sign to stoplight. You could be ripping around a turn, other than the shitty tires that they put on them, because the V rubbers are fucking garbage. They're super bad.
Yeah, they've sketched me out for sure. I've already dumped it. We'll just gloss over that part, but I did dump it already.
You laid it down gently. Like did virtually no damage. If you wouldn't have told me that you did that, I wouldn't have noticed anything wrong with the bike.
Yeah, so the problem that I've experienced so far with the Grom is that it makes you feel like it's like a toy, right? Like it's not a scary machine by any stretch of the imagination. So I put like 60 miles on it on the road, just like ripping, and then went to some gravel roads that we have around here and was trying to get the back end out and drift and stuff and laid it down.
And it's not that you feel invincible. It just feels like you're riding a fucking like a BMX bike.
Yeah, it's like a toy, dude.
It's so slow.
A children's toy.
And like if you're in a situation, you feel like you can pick up the handlebars and move the front tires because it's so, what is it, like 250 pounds wet?
It's 230 wet.
230 wet. Yeah, so it's super light.
I picked it up one-handed, like literally just held on to the throttle and picked it up when I dumped it.
You put it on the front of your Sprinter van too.
Yeah.
Or not Sprinter van, ProMaster.
Yeah, it's going to go on the front of the ProMaster.
Did we talk about the ProMaster last time?
Yeah, we did.
What is it at now?
What is what at?
What's the ProMaster at now? Like completion rate? I think we said it was pretty low before, but I think you're close to doing like a dry run with the van conversion.
Yeah, so I think we said 85% last time. I want to say that we're close to 86%.
No, I think you were further away last time. You're way closer now. Like this weekend, we could have taken the vans out and went camping for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you would have been doing a bit more lavish camping than I have, but I don't know if Delaney watches your podcast. But
shout out Delaney.
Shout out to Delaney. Trey is upstairs working on the van right now, which is a huge help to me. So Trey is a carpenter, and I brought him on to help me finish the van.
Yeah, because previously, before I left on the trip that I was just on, I just got back, Will wanted me to make the cabinets, and I'm like, dude, I'm good with woodworking, but like in high school, I made like a grandfather's clock. I made a ski board rack. I made all this shit. And he was like, yeah, you can do it. You can do it. I'll pay for the materials. And I'm like, bro, like I'm not that good at woodworking.
You're probably better at woodworking than I am. And if I'm not going to fucking make them, then
I'm OCD. That's the thing. Like, so I will fuck with something until it like looks the way it should and works the way that it should. But it's not easy. So shout out to Trey because that he's
good.
Doing the Lord's work right now.
He really is, like literally. Like him and Jesus had the same job, so that's pretty indicative of
good for them.
Yeah,
turning water to wine and turning a
Trey,
van.
we did just shotgun a White Claw up there too with Trey, so that's good. Power tools and alcohol, kids, they do not mix unless you're a professional.
Yeah, let's give a quick plug to the Patreon, because without Patreon, I wouldn't be making these podcasts and videos and stuff. The podcast is not monetized. We've never had any official sponsors, even like the previous ones that I mentioned. No one's paying us to do this. I enjoy doing this. I mean, you enjoy doing this too, or it wouldn't be
it's fun, dude.
Right now. Yeah. But the people who support the channel on Patreon, channels, plural, Dropping Knowledge Podcast, Sunday Gunday, and my main channel, Talon Sai, because of their support, I was able to buy all this equipment, and that's why we're bringing you guys these videos every single week. So if you guys want access to these videos like a week early, maybe some extra content here and there, photos, insider information, also access to the exclusive Discord, which we were just in before this. Will and I have been wetting the beak for the past like hour. Socially lubricated, wet in the beak. You never heard that one?
Yeah, no.
You never heard that?
I'm tracking. Yeah, I'm with you now.
Yeah, we made sure that this is going to be a good podcast because we got a lot of cool shit to talk about.
That's a high bar you set. But also join his Patreon because this is what he does for a living. He makes great content and he really cares about what he does. So
didn't pay him to say that, but I might have to start after this.
I would love to get paid.
But for real, yeah. If we get to, what are we at now? Like maybe 300 patrons or something like that. I've had Patreon for a while. If we get to 600 patrons and we're still doing the podcast, we'll put Will on payroll, and then we'll do this every week.
Oh my God, please do that.
He didn't want to be a recurring guest. He's like, it's only been 2 weeks.
So
is that too soon? It's never too soon.
I live a private life. Like
we could post one of these every day, and everyone would be like, "Fuck yeah, like sick! I want to hear more about it."
You think so?
I think so. I don't know. I
don't think so. But I I am game for being on your payroll. So let's get you up to 500. That's primarily what I'm stuck on.
I wish
here.
I could put myself on the payroll. I feel like I don't even pay myself half the time.
Well, it's I mean, that's like the pain in the ass of the industry that you're in, is that like you're at the mercy of your viewers, and Patreon is a direct way to support you.
Yeah, that's true. And like you do as much as you can, but it's tough. Not complaining at all.
He's complaining.
Definitely not complaining. It's fucking sick.
I'm going to vape a lot more because I'm already pretty buzzed in this, so I'm sure I'll get some hate for that. But.
Turn up to it. I had a pint of Jack Daniels before we started this. So shout out to Jack Daniels. Not a sponsor. Could be a sponsor. Hit me up. Info@townside.com.
Has that ever worked? Has that ever worked?
No, literally hasn't worked a single time. However, Jack Daniels, if you're listening, hit us up.
We did try to get, I think you said this last time, you touched on it last time, but I was straight up emailing people from an at townside.com email address.
I don't think we ever talked about
trying
that.
to get him an alcohol sponsor, with the only intent being us being able to get shit-faced for free. So it didn't work out, but I reached out to...
Wait. Let's explain that story a little bit more before we go into detail. So last summer, actually it was probably around this time, I came out here and I was like, all right, I want to do an Alaska trip. It was one of the states haven't been to in the van yet. I was like, we're going to make this shit happen. And I gave Will an email from my domain. It was like, it might have been like info at
it was
Townside.
info at, yeah.
And he started... I introduced him to White Claws and like seltzers and stuff last summer, which you were super opposed to.
I was talking all sorts of shit on White Claw, and
look
then I
at you
started,
now.
yeah, and they're great.
They're not bad. So Will started DMing White Claw, Bud Light seltzer, fucking the one up in Boulder, Colorado. I don't know.
Like Wild.
We're not
Wild
shouting them out
Basin.
because fuck them. They didn't.
Oh, never mind. Yeah,
then fuck you guys.
Just edit that. Just beep.
But
no, but I structured like very. So I do like
it was the most
corporate
professional
emails for a living. So I did this whole thing, talked about all of your click-through rates and your subscriber counts and all that stuff, and put a detailed email together, and then sent it to all these different companies.
It was the most professional email ever sent from one of my domains. It was like, hey, so I'm working with Townside and we're going to do this trip to Alaska. We would love to have you guys on as a sponsor. This is when I was doing like van sponsors, which worked for a little while, but in the grand scheme of things, it was just like I didn't get paid shit from the van sponsors from last year, which is fine. I just wanted companies to like understand the value of being a part of something dope. Like the van was in so many fucking cool places, and whether they like benefited from it or not, I don't know.
I was actually just talking to Trey about that, because like you think about like NASCAR and say there's Pennzoil on the side of a NASCAR. Do you think some dude like walks into Pep Boys and is like I saw Pennzoil on the side of this dude's NASCAR, and that's what I want in my Chevy.
That's like I don't even know who fucking drives the car anymore, but the M&M car.
The M&M car?
Yeah, NASCAR. The fucking yellow car.
Oh, I don't watch NASCAR at all. That was I was hoping that wouldn't show through. And that statement.
I grew up watching NASCAR. I'll fucking say it. I don't care. My dad used to be a huge NASCAR fan. Shit. Your fans weren't, or your fans. Your family were not NASCAR fans growing up?
Huge in
they were?
Ohio. Huge NASCAR fans.
Okay.
My whole family actually raced E-Mods, dirt track, dirt oval.
And you didn't grow up watching NASCAR?
No.
Oh, okay.
Not interested in left-hand turns. I'm not interested in high-speed traffic.
They're making another left turn.
I've watched Formula One since I was like 12. Shout out to
Yeah.
Lewis Hamilton.
Stop fucking up, Bottas.
Yeah. Don't even get me started on Bottas. Right? No, Bottas is a great driver.
He's in the best car ever. He should be he should be following right behind Lewham the entire time.
This should be a good weekend. What's today? So it's the French Grand Prix this weekend. So we'll be watching that hungover tomorrow for sure. But
oui.
So home track, Pierre Gasly and Esteban Ocon. It should be an interesting race. I don't want to bore you with that, but
that's fine. I've only
you're like, please don't.
Yeah, that's fine. Just stop talking about it. Okay. No, I recently, like, I'm always interested in vehicles and cars and stuff, but I only recently started watching F1 more since I've been hanging out with you. And I've known the drivers. I know the fucking technology and stuff that goes into it, but not to the extent that you do because you watch it every week. So I've learned a lot just like watching it in passing. Like fucking, what is it, Sunday mornings?
Well, it's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So it's practice on Friday.
Practice, qualifying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then, yeah.
But yeah, I'll like watch it. I'm like, all right, what are the fucking flaps in the back? The DNR zones or what are they called?
The DRS zones.
DRS
drag
zones.
reduction system.
Didn't know what that was until
Yeah.
like 2 weeks ago.
That is a direct result of the FIA acting
Fuck the
like
FIA.
the federal. Yes, exactly. Like the federal government. They just regulated it into oblivion.
What if they didn't regulate it? Like, how insane would it fucking be?
I watched a video on that not long ago, and
If there was no like person stepping in and saying you can and cannot do that.
yeah, it would be absolutely insane. But the whole argument of the FIA is, which I don't know what that stands for. It's something like Italian or French or something. No, it's like maybe it is formula. I don't know what it is, but I don't know what it stands for. But in any case, their whole point is they want to make racing more interesting, so they want like more passing and things like that. So every regulation that the FIA puts in place is with the intent of hoping that there's more passing, more competitive racing. So,
yeah.
But what they've done is neutered the cars, and the cars should be slower next year.
It makes sense, like with the passing thing and the zones that they can like pass in quicker. But if you just had like no fucking rules, I wonder what the cars would look like. What kind of motors they would put in? Would they turbocharge them? Like,
They are turbocharged now. They're running V6.
Oh, are they?
They're V6 turbo hybrids. Yeah. So this is
are they like twin scroll, or is it just like?
I think there's some. I think there's flexibility in what you can run.
I didn't know they were
for design.
turbocharged at all.
Yeah, so
It
they
sounds so fucking insane.
Yeah,
though.
they sound vicious. Well, they rev to. I don't know what they rev to right now, actually. But
Have you ever been to an Indy race or like seen an Indy car in person?
no, back when kart was a thing. I don't know if kart is a thing. Is it
Kart
yeah, because
racing?
kart racing. It was like a kart racing series, like Indy and kart broke off into these two separate arms.
I don't know.
In any case, they had a race in downtown Denver, and I went to that. But yeah, they sound vicious, dude.
They like close the streets and shit.
Yeah, it was a
That's fucking cool.
yeah, it was a street circuit.
That sounds really cool. But
So the theoretical, like, if there were no rules, there probably wouldn't be a ton of passing, because that's what they're fighting with now. Is the aero generated by the Formula One cars right now
yeah,
is so immense that the rear cars lose a lot of pace in the corners.
you just throw dirty air off the back of your car and you
then their
fucking
aero
like
doesn't
stop
work.
everyone there.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's what the DRS system is trying to
Mitigate?
alleviate.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that gap in the corners where the lead car has higher pace.
Mercedes, man. They make
I love Lewis
Lewis
Hamilton.
cars. They
Yeah.
also make the Sprinter van.
Oh,
You ever
shit. I
seen-
didn't even think about that, dude. I didn't even think about that. I'm going to have to change.
I'm on Team
Ricardo.
Mercedes.
Ricardo. Daniel Ricardo is my new driver. I have my business partner, David. He's a Verstappen fan, and I've been a Lewis Hamilton fan
He likes Red Bull.
since his very first season. Yeah. So I can't stand Verstappen. I think he's gotten better, but he started as a cocky little shit.
He's like 14.
He's like, I think he's 21 or 22
That's
now.
14.
But he started driving Formula One cars when he was 17, so he's like God's gift to a Formula One car, you know. But he's David's driver, and I'm just not a fan.
I feel like Formula One drivers are kind of like jockeys. Like you have to be a certain stature to be a good driver. You can't fit in one of those cars if you weigh like 200 pounds.
Oh, absolutely not.
No way. You got to be like
everyone's slender.
175 max.
Yeah, I'm just saying they're built like me. Formula One.
Shout out to who do you want to drive for?
Who could I drive for right now? The Haas
Dodge
team.
ProMaster.
The Haas team. Yeah, the Ram ProMaster.
Ram doesn't have a
Dude,
fucking
Dodge-
Formula One team.
What is it? This YouTube channel did if Dodge entered Formula One. And
What would they would put a fucking Hellcat engine?
yeah, they'd have a
over?
purple Formula One car.
That'd be kind of gangster though. I'd sign up for it. I'd watch it. Man, the point I was getting at though was, so you watch NASCAR growing up. This is a vivid memory in my life. Do you remember the day of the Daytona 500 when Dale Earnhardt Sr. hit the wall and died?
No, I wasn't connected enough to racing at that point.
Okay.
I can't think of a specific instance like I could of the other monumental moments in my life.
I'm going to say this, like, no disrespect at all, but I remember the day of Dale Sr. passing like 9/11.
Yeah, I didn't want to mention 9/11 because that's what came to mind. But you know,
That's not what came to mind at all.
No.
I'm dead serious though. Like my dad was he still loves NASCAR. He used to have like die-cast cars and all this shit, but I remember watching that we had like a banquet hall at my grandfather. He had like a like a hotel restaurant thing. And I remember, I don't know if we were watching it there or at the house, but I remember my dad being so upset about it. And it like made me upset because like I didn't understand what was going on. I don't know what fucking year it was. I wish I had it. Jamie, can you look it up? we don't have a Jamie.
I have a sneaking suspicion I'm going to turn into Jamie.
That could be cool.
It could for you.
I could put you on payroll for that.
Oh yeah, for payroll. Yeah, for sure. I'll do.
I'm going to try to look it up as I'm talking. But I remember watching like that whole thing happen with when he died. It was 2001.
Yeah, I just wasn't watching.
Yeah. So I remember watching him passing it, and like everyone was so upset, and like my dad's friends were upset, and like everyone was talking about it because I'm from like not hillbilly town, but like very country, and it was like fucked up. And I remember the next time I remember that same feeling was 9/11. I don't even know why we're talking about this. This is fucked up. But when 9/11 happened, I was in 4th grade or whatever the fuck it was, and I remember them wheeling in the TV, which in elementary school you're like, fuck yeah, we're not doing anything today. And then they put on CNN and we're like, oh shit, what is this?
Yeah, I was pretty distraught. I remember it vividly. I was in my like upstairs loft at my
5th grade?
My parents' house. Yeah, I think it would have been 5th grade. I don't know the timeline, but I remember vividly what I was doing because
it was September 11th.
The 11th?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I remember vividly like watching the TV. Yeah, this is getting dark. Let's not do this.
Yeah, let's not do this. All right, let's not talk about this.
No. But a couple more.
But on a real note, let's talk about it for a second because you remember where you were. You remember like what did you do that night?
I don't remember what I did that night.
Did you get out of school early? You like go home and everything?
We did not get out of school early. So it's odd because I have like 2 vivid memories. One is watching TV in the morning in disbelief and just like it looked like.
Oh yeah, it was morning in Colorado.
Yeah.
You were in school already on the East Coast.
Yeah, so when I had woke up in the morning, it was maybe like 10 or 7 o'clock in the morning or whatever. Yeah. And I watched that on my TV at home. Went to school and everyone was kind of like in shock, and then we kept getting updates throughout the day. And then I remember like. They like brought in a map and showed us, which is odd for 5th graders now that I think about it. Showed us where New York is.
New York City is. Isn't that fucking crazy?
The public school system here is phenomenal. So there's not a lot that can be said about that. But that and like Tony Bourdain, I took that hard because I absolutely loved
Anthony Bourdain.
Yeah, I absolutely loved Anthony.
That was kind of recent. It wasn't only like 4 years ago.
That and Robin Williams as well. I took that one pretty hard. Heath Ledger. I was a big fan of him as well. He's a fantastic actor. So if everyone is good and depressed now, we can move on.
Yeah, let's move on. All right. For real, let's move on.
I'm so sad now. Now I'm sad drinking.
Oh, let's talk. All right, one more sponsor for the podcast. Myself. Guess what? I'm my own sponsor. New T-shirts. I was on a hike in Arizona like 2 days ago when these shirts first released. Also, we have a surf hat, which I don't even have myself yet. They're super cool, quick drying and nylon and everything. Here, I'll hold my microphone. If you're watching this on YouTube, let me know when I'm in focus. Can you see the back of my shirt?
That's probably about good, dude.
Look at that. Dope. That QR code goes to my website. Super cool. Yeah, go buy some T-shirts because I forgot to tell you guys about them. But this is probably my favorite T-shirt.
Yeah, that one's super sick.
I saw my fucking shit all over right now. Okay, aliens.
Wait, straight. You don't have like any like
no segue. Just fucking
okay.
aliens.
All right, sweet.
Everyone wants to talk about aliens. I don't know what it was, but literally all of the comments. I'm gonna actually pull up the.
I don't know if they want to talk about aliens or just mind-bending shit in general.
Well, yeah, I think that's the thing. I'm gonna pull up the podcast from last time and see what people were actually talking about because who knows. So I don't even know how we got on the topic before. Do you remember?
Yeah, it was close enough to June 1st, the release of the.
Oh, yeah. It was the clip that I put on Instagram. So going back to that, nothing really came out. There's like a lot more videos surfacing of people like, hey, look, fucking, I saw an alien over my house the other day. And it's like, did you really though?
Yeah.
I don't know. We were getting into interdimensional beings and stuff like that. Here we go. We got one from Adam Munger. Shout out to Adam. He said, convo changed directions mad quick at the end there, like it was passing by a black hole or something. See what I did there?
I see what you did, dude.
We were talking about gravity. What was the fucking question you asked me? It was like,
The speed of a gravitational wave. And for those who don't know, the speed of light so the speed of gravitational wave and light is 186,000 miles a second, which is a ridiculously fast number. But so the whole conversation there was like lasers determine that the speed of a gravitational wave is in fact the speed of light.
It's pretty much like unfathomable.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah.
All right, so I don't think anyone asked any like dire questions on here. Steve Pham said, "Yo, Plop had me dying." I put the video clip of Plop in there.
I know. I'm so he makes me. That's like the best part about having a puffer fish is like every day you look at him, he just makes you so happy. I just fed him before the podcast, so I can't even see him right now because he's probably like fat in the corner somewhere.
He's peeking his eye.
Can you
out
see
the
him?
Corner. Yeah, I can see him. We were gonna have him as a backdrop this time, but it just doesn't work over there. We can put another video of him though. All right, so for real though, aliens. I had a conversation with the dudes down in Phoenix at Nomadic Cooling about aliens and shit, and we fucking went off the rails. On like a 20-minute drive from one shop to the other, we were talking about like, if it ever came out, what would people do? How would they react? And then we got into like artificial intelligence and all sorts of shit, and I'm pretty sure this is what people want to hear about right now, so let's get into that. I'm going to come up with a question off the top of my head. If the government right now was like, we have had an alien life form, alien intelligence, something or other land on the earth, and there's like a humanoid life being that's not from our planet, what do you think that would do to like the infrastructure of the planet right now?
So if I think if aliens exist,
they do.
I know. So like if they're proven that they exist, I should say, because I think you and I are in the same camp about what we think. But if they are proven, I think the only reason they haven't been outright told, the governments haven't told,
like they haven't come out and been like, yeah, there's little green guys walking around. Yeah, Area 51.
Because let's be honest, like more than half the people on this planet are just fucking too stupid to handle that information. And we'll go out and buy up all the toilet paper.
I think that's why they haven't said anything yet.
That's what I'm saying, dude. They won't be able to handle it. And then here I am, like, wiping my ass with fucking, like, printer paper. Yeah, dude. God, and it's scratchy. So scratchy.
It's not good. You ball it up, and it just, like...
You don't ball it up. That's how I know you never wiped your ass with printer paper. Ask me how I know. You've never wiped your ass.
I've definitely never wiped my ass with fucking printer
Dude, paper. I went to, like, Costco, because I shop at Costco, and I have to buy for the house and for the office, and, like, told me I couldn't buy 2 things of toilet paper, and I was like, are you, like, fucking why? Like, like...
Do you know how many asses we have to wipe?
We have so many asses to wipe, and printer paper is expensive. There wasn't a shortage on printer paper, on the bright side, but I don't think people could fucking handle it, and that's the unfortunate part for the people that can handle it. Is I think we won't know until it's just an undeniable fact.
I think we're also at a point in fucking humanity right now that with everything that is going on in the past like year and a half, 2 years now, from fucking the pandemic to murder hornets to fucking riots,
forgot about
people killing, like fucking everything that's happened, toilet paper shortage, like you lump all of that shit together. If they were just like, yeah, aliens exist, everyone would just be like, oh cool, put it on the list, like that's just another thing. Like fucking whatever.
Yeah, I don't know, but and not to create any division here, but I feel like your viewers or your listeners are likely more open-minded. Like any evidence, any tangible evidence about a species that is not of Earth has the potential to cast a shadow on a lot of the tenets of this planet, namely religion, right? So like,
so you think it would be a religious thing?
I think that the people who are religious may struggle with it, and not the logical people, but the type of people you see in Bill Maher's Religious.
Have you seen the Little Dicky Pillow Talk video?
You showed me that video, actually.
So he's talking about aliens, and she brings up God, and he goes, oh, you're religious, bitch. You just think it's all God.
Yeah.
Why can't Earth be like a fucking side project for this guy?
I'm like, I've struggled with that particular topic quite a bit, because getting way into science, and we talked about this last time, like when you talk about the scale of everything, and some of the physics of what takes place out there, like, I don't know that I would certainly anticipate that our Judeo-Christian Islam religions have not pinned down what is actually occurring when you see the size of everything, right? Especially when you consider that there's other civilizations out there. How on this planet have we found the one true God? So that would imply that people on another planet know
Another
that
religion.
that same God.
Oh,
if it's the
same
real God,
okay.
like they would have had to. I think religion has been a tool of control. I think the tenets and the morals of religion, a lot of them are admirable.
Yes, I'm not a super religious person, and I would think that, like, with what I know about religion, that most people who like strongly believe in whatever it may be, I feel like if they hear something like extraterrestrial life, they would just like write it off, be like, no, you can't prove it. Like, what would be like the deciding factor of this is an alien, this actually exists? Like fucking Fox News, CNN, all these big media outlets like showing B-roll of a fucking gray alien like laying on a table. Like what would it actually take? Because I feel like religious people, no matter what they saw, even on the news, they fucking believe everything about coronavirus and all this other shit. But if they saw an alien and they were like super God believers, they'd be like, oh no, God would never make a fucking little gray human with a big head and black eyes.
I literally think it would take like shaking hands with an alien for some of these people.
Like you need to land that spaceship in my front fucking yard.
Yeah, nice to
walk
meet you.
off.
What do you think? Hang on, let me ask you this: first name that pops in your head. What would be the first alien's name that shakes the hand of a religious person?
The first thing I thought of was Marklar.
I got Klopnor, so good. We're on the same page.
Have you seen the South Park episode?
I have not.
They speak Marklar.
No, South Park went downhill, dude.
They still make episodes about like normal shit. All right. Oh fuck. Man.
So like, if you look at,
I could think.
No. Marklar was perfect. That's exactly.
I was just referencing that from something that.
Okay. All right. Hit me with the real name then.
That's what I can't even think of anything. It would
just
be
the first
something
thing that comes in your
like. It would just be a bunch of like fucking random syllables coming out of my mouth.
Yeah, so I want to hear it. Tell me what it is.
Boing. like that boing. I don't fucking know, dude.
But it's...
Wait, what was yours again?
It's whatever. Klopnor.
No.
It's Klopnor.
Klopnor?
Yeah, Klopnor.
Like Clopnoir?
I think it would be QKLOP.
Okay, Quapple.
NORQ.
Quapnor. I am Quapnor. Where am I?
But it's horrifying that, like, there are people on this planet that think the planet is 5,000 years old.
That's pretty fucking new, man.
That's real fucking new.
That's pretty.
You can go find you a rock right now that's more than 5,000 years old that you can verify with carbon dating.
Everything that's in fucking asphalt is probably older than that.
Yeah, I mean, it's so. Those are the types of people that I feel that we are being hindered by in
getting
knowing the actual truth. Yeah.
I don't want to divert the subject, but I just now realized your shirt that you're wearing.
I had a lot of these made. I had a lot of these made. So these are the Silly Willy. This was on Epstein's Island, this fucking scumbag right here. So I found a picture of this and promptly had a lot of these made. And then on the back, just in case you're wondering, it's Bill Clinton's signature.
Oh my God. If you guys aren't watching this on YouTube right now, you're fucking up. Because that's so ridiculous. I don't know how I just realized
dude,
that
it's
now.
funny because like my company does not have follow through on merch sales. Like we don't. So I'll get a funny idea.
It's because you make shirts.
I know, dude. It's so dumb. I had another thought. I had another idea for a shirt, and it says "Not Today, ISIS." You've seen that one, right?
Yeah.
It says "Not Today, ISIS," and it's a goat like looking back at the viewer, but he's got those. What are those?
They're like dual nods.
4-2. Yeah, they're like the 4-tube nods.
Quad nods.
Yeah, I looked at them on. I think one of my distributors carry them. They're like $50,000. But it's this goat is wearing those nods. But we had the artist put like extra detail into the butthole, so it's like not today, ISIS.
Oh my god, it's so stupid.
I just make the stuff that I think is funny, dude.
It's a goat like looking back with his butthole at the game.
Extra detail. I had to pay extra for the amount of detail. The proof came back, and I was like, yeah, but like, can you put a little bit more detail in his butthole? You ever had that conversation with an artist?
I've never had that.
It's a fucking.
Oh my god, I'm gonna throw up. Did you make those into patches? Because you made this silly Willy into fucking
Dude,
patches.
I shit you not. I have so many of these shirts and so many of these patches.
I guarantee you someone watching this right now would want one of those shirts. So you should put them on your website.
I know. We really should. I have so much.
Put them on your website before this video goes live.
I can't.
Is that hard?
I can't commit. No, it's not. It's not hard. I can't commit to doing that.
Well, when I convince Will to put them on his website, I'm gonna leave a link on one of my Instagrams or something. Whatever.
What do shirts? I didn't, dude. I literally. This was something that I was like, yeah, that's hilarious. I'm gonna make it. So, what do these shirts sell for?
So a shirt like, is it screen printed?
I have no idea.
Oh, it's not. It's like iron on kind of. Probably like $20.
$20?
Yeah, $20.
Okay, we'll try to get them to hit the website by the time this is live for $20.
Yeah, it depends on how it's printed. Like this one is like screen printed, and
I genuinely don't give a fuck if I lose money on this, as long as people are wearing them out in public. Bill Clinton's signature on the back just makes the whole thing.
The only time I've ever seen one is when I'm like around you, and you got the patch on your backpack that you wear.
Yeah,
It's pretty fucking.
No one knows what it is, but that fucking. I mean, don't even get me started on the Clintons. But yeah, I saw this. When all that Epstein shit was coming to light.
I haven't watched the Netflix documentary of that.
I didn't watch that either. I just followed along with news and articles and, anywhere.
It's fucked up.
Super fucked up. Yeah. So, but I saw this picture which was hanging in Epstein's house. And it's, for those who can't see, it's Bill Clinton in a dress, in a chair, sitting seductively with red high heels on. And I saw that picture and I screenshot it. This is a fucking screenshot that I sent to a graphic artist.
And he'd fucking digitize.
Yeah, and I was like, hey, dude, turn this into 2,000 shirts for me real quick.
2,000?
I have a lot of shirts.
Oh my god. That's so
I didn't know how many to order. It was like...
That's so many.
We don't do merch, dude. I'm bad at merch.
You got to put them on your website.
Oh, speaking of merch, and this is way off topic, but speaking of merch, can we get a petition going to make the
rice?
The rice?
Wait. Maybe we shouldn't say that. I don't know
Why?
what they're called. I feel like that might be kind of racist.
I mean, what you typically see is
all right. It's in the most not like uneducated form. The fucking hats that are. Straw hats that
it's
are
so depressing that we have to do this because neither you or I are racist.
Yeah,
so it's fucking bullshit.
So like a rice farmer hat, like the pointy fucking Asian hats,
like
whatever that's called. Not like I fucking love Asian people. Don't even matter. I don't even know why we're explaining it like this.
I know.
We need those hats.
It's so depressing that you have to do that now.
They're cool.
Yeah. So the like super pointy dome looking ones.
We could be wearing them right now. It could be like
I know,
fucked
dude.
up hats.
Yeah, that'd just be our drunk hats, and that's what we'll wear when we're drunk.
I'm gonna hit up my people tomorrow or Monday and see if they can do that.
Yeah, I'll be on the list for that.
So that's a sneak preview at this shirt right here with the fucking techwear on the back. This is June shirt. Is it June now? Yeah. July is gonna be a straw hat from Psy Productions. They're fucking dope. I can't wait till they come out. We only made like 50 of them, I think. So
48 because you're gonna have one.
I'm gonna have one. Yeah. So there's only 48 left when they release on like July 15th or sometime around there. So pick one up when they come out. There's something else releasing there too, like a shirt.
Why don't you sell my T-shirts on your website?
I don't know if I want that on my website.
See, yeah, this world is so frustrating, dude. So frustrating.
I'm not a political person. I'll talk politics all day, but I don't want to fucking.
There's nothing political about Silly Willy on a T-shirt, dude.
I don't want to sell Bill Clinton in a fucking dress and red high heels on my website.
Yeah, so I'll be stuck selling it on my website, which I already pay extra for because it is a firearms website.
Also on the website right now, TS19 barrels. We got titanium nitride, black DLC nitride coated. Go pick them up. We got 250 of them.
Not anymore.
Not anymore?
Not
all right.
anymore.
A little less than 250 of each. If we sell out by tomorrow, well before this podcast comes out, doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
I said that I would drink a full bottle of Jaeger. Oh, could have drank a bottle of Jaeger and recorded a podcast. What about by the a week after this podcast comes out?
Yeah, I don't think they'll last that long, but yeah, we'll
I
give
hope
it a
it
shot. Yeah. Yeah, they're badass barrels too.
We'll record a super dope podcast. I haven't shot mine yet. I should probably go do that, but they're dope.
Yeah, they're identical in dimension to the DCA barrels, which we've vetted to the nth degree. 416 stainless steel.
I'm sorry, but they look way better.
Your straight flutes. I do like the straight flutes. I like our spiral flutes as well.
Yeah, I sent Will just like the TS43X. I sent him like a napkin sketch on my iPad. I'm like,
that's all
what
I
about
get from
this?
you is fucking napkin sketches.
But they look good.
I show up to design tables with your napkin sketches, and I'm like, all right,
like, hey,
guys,
can you make this thing right here that's written on my palm? Can you turn that into a product, please?
Nothing like turning your napkin sketch into a CNC drawing.
The barrel one was good though. I made like nice 3D dimensions and everything.
Yeah, it was great, dude. Really good. Really good stuff.
Thank you so much. Hopefully they sell. Go buy one right now.
We're not gonna have a hard time moving them. I assure you. At this point, they've been live for a day, so we're not gonna have a hard time moving them.
I got a Sunday Gunday coming out. I got a lot of stuff going on. Let's get off of the normal life topics. Let's go back to aliens.
Oh no,
because that's what people are here for. So, alien life exists. Maybe not here. Could be here. We don't really know. Everyone was stoked about like the interdimensional beings, black holes, like all the super high level stuff. So what do you think? This is actually a question that I asked the guys this past weekend in Arizona. What do you think the next like groundbreaking technological thing will be that actually changes shit? You get iPhones that come out, you get like new technology, but nothing ever changes shit like, fuck, I can't even think of the last thing that like was groundbreaking.
Two thoughts. Batteries.
Okay.
Batteries, so if they come out with, I think probably the most impressive battery chemistry currently would be lithium polymer or lithium iron phosphate, right? Lithium polymer is crazy high output, but doesn't.
There's got to be something better than that we don't know about.
Yeah, you're probably right. But as far as consumer availability right now, because keep in mind, like the F-22, I think was initially designed in like the 80s. So that's
with batteries?
No. I'm just saying the technology. If there's something more high tech than that right now, we don't know. Yeah, right. Okay, so
gotcha.
That and superconductors.
Superconductors. What about how much you know about the Higgs boson particle accelerator?
You like CERN? Like that's the like big ring, right?
They
were trying to
smasher.
detect God.
Yeah.
Not enough to sound intelligent.
Okay. But you know what it is and like kind of
it's a particle accelerator, and they like smash particles together, and they can basically see the beginning of the universe, right, by smashing atoms together.
But also they could fucking destroy our entire universe.
That's not true. That's a lie.
How?
You
know more about it than me then. How's that not true?
So what I'll tell you is I have not done the math on that, strictly because there's way too many letters in it.
I just read it on Reddit.
Way too many letters in that math. But and there's like symbols that aren't even.
Yeah, they got like squiggly lines and dots above them.
So I haven't done the math, but I did. A physicist that I respect greatly says that cannot occur. The math does not check out for destroying the universe, creating a black hole, creating a sun, anything else.
I mean, I creating a sun, that's completely different. But I like we're fucking with shit that people don't really know about. So for those who, I mean, if you're listening this far, I'm assuming you're into all this shit, just like the last podcast. But a particle accelerator is transporting particles around like a, I don't know.
So I think it's a 4 kilometer loop. I think.
Loop.
Yeah.
And they're just sending them around in circles until they fucking smash into each other in order to either create new matter that we don't know about, or possibly just like collide and I guess that's the whole like Higgs boson fucking thing too. Like with I'm talking way outside my fucking league right now. I have no idea. But it sounds like they're doing shit that could fuck up the world.
I know it sounds that way,
Even
but that's just because we don't understand it, right?
Even the technology or the information that they could gather from those experiments. We're talking like Marvel Universe shit. They're creating fucking Tesseract right now.
I think like the coolest part of that whole thing, for me at least, not knowing about the actual science that's occurring, is that they can photograph it. So they can like smash particles together and they take a picture.
Dude, I can't even take a picture of someone kicking a fucking soccer ball.
You can't remember to take a picture of your fucking new shirt, dude.
Yeah, we tried doing that today and never happened.
We didn't try. We didn't try.
I thought about it, so that was my attempt at trying.
Okay, that was a good effort.
So here are these shirts. Go buy them. Sideproductions.com.
I don't think there's anything to necessarily fear in that regard. And again, my reassurance is strictly from one physicist who I like greatly, Brian Cox. For anyone who likes physics talk,
Cox.
He's I think he plays the
stupid.
He's rad because he's like this very, very intelligent physicist and also plays the keyboard in a
in who?
In a band.
Yes. Kansas?
Yeah.
Boston. What band?
I don't know what his band is called. I haven't heard it. But the fact that he's a physicist and a musician, that hits two ticks on my list for one step closer to a...
I don't trust him.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't trust him?
I don't trust him. Okay, so what about artificial intelligence? Because this is also what I talked about with the dudes in Arizona. You've heard Elon Musk and even Bill Gates and stuff talk about AI, and they're basically like warning us, like, hey, you better quit fucking around with this because it's not a joke anymore. Like it's a very serious thing that should almost be regulated before it takes over humanity, iRobot style.
Have you seen Terminator Salvation?
Yeah, of course.
So I'm down.
So you're down for robots just fucking shit up?
I think if we were all not caught in the mundanity. Wait, did I say that correctly?
I mean, I understand what you're saying. Mundanity, is that a word?
I don't know.
Like the
it sounded weird coming off my tongue. But
mundanity.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's the word. It sounds good.
If we were not caught in our mundane lives, I think we would all appreciate things a lot more. I think we would be a lot more grateful for the things that we do have. If we had a warm meal and things like that, granted, life would be substantially harder. There would be a lot more tragedy and heartache. But I really think that if we were in peril, say an iRobot situation or a Terminator Salvation
in parallel with the robots.
In peril, like at war.
Oh, in peril. Okay, okay.
If we're in war with the robots, the aliens, the Biden administration, whatever it may be, I think we would.
Hey, editor, me, cut that out later. Just kidding, not going to cut that out.
If he cut that out, I just made a Biden administration joke. I want to do that every 3 minutes for the rest of this podcast.
So if we're in war with the Biden administration or robots or aliens,
I think we would all appreciate things a lot more. So I think life would get better in that regard. You would appreciate the things that you have, because right now it's really unfortunate, and myself included. I take a lot of things for granted and am not overly grateful at any point in time during the day. Like I'm not like I'm really grateful for this or that, which is a good state of mind to be in. But if you are in peril and you're struggling, so anyway, my point is bring on the robots, dude. Bring them on.
I think it would be almost a good thing. Like you would think more people would be more aware of their surroundings and everything that's going on after COVID, with government's overreach and like small businesses going under because of things that are out of their control and this and that. You would think that people would be more, I'm going to call it woke, which is, I fucking hate that saying, but because like people use it differently. But I think if there was more struggle, people would start to find out their real selves.
Yeah.
Like you don't actually, most people don't take action unless it's put on them in such a way that they have to take action.
Yes, things have to get very uncomfortable for people to make change.
And that's unfortunate, especially in our world, because we don't need to get into it, but like there's a lot of people who won't take action unless things are like, unless they're being directly affected by them. They're not going to sign petitions. They're not going to send money to organizations who are helping out with shit. It's just like, oh yeah, I'm just going to sit back and fucking chill. I don't know.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think the vast majority of people, unless they experience great discomfort, will not deviate from their normal life. So, I don't know how the hell that relates to AI, other than like we're just if it happens, it happens. It is what it is.
So, have you seen speaking of AI, the thing with Elon Musk? I forget what the fuck it's called, with like the brain implant things.
Yeah,
with a pig.
I've seen it. I've not researched at all.
So apparently there's a video out there. Jamie, pull that shit up with the fucking monkey playing Pong. We still have no Jamie. We're poor over here. I'm doing this all myself.
Start paying me.
But apparently, it's called Neuralink. That's what it's called. Have you heard of that?
Yeah, like I said, I read a very, very cursory article.
So the same thing with Neuralink. They're basically implanting something into living organisms' brains to understand brain function and then control brain function. So I should really look this up before we talk about it, but fuck it. It's dropping knowledge. We're just dropping knowledge left and right. There was supposedly a chimpanzee monkey of some sort playing Pong, and they were feeding him with like a fucking Slurpee tube.
I think that's the video that I saw.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I think that's the one that I saw. I don't know.
Okay, so a monkey is playing Pong, like retro Pong, I guess, with like a joystick on Atari or fucking whatever. And every time he blocks the ball from going in as you play Pong, it'll spit out like bananas or whatever. So he's like, ooh, yeah, bananas.
That's fucking racist, first of all.
What? It's a fucking monkey. You're putting fucking words in my mouth. So every time he's winning, he gets more bananas. And then if he loses, he gets no bananas. So over time, he learns that if he moves the joystick up and down and he blocks the little pixel from going into his side, he fucking gets a reward. So the longer that goes on, they then put Neuralink, whatever the fuck it is, in his brain, and they're tracking his brain waves. So now they put it onto a setting where he can control his paddle without actually giving any input. So he's moving the joystick thinking he's playing, but it's actually just his eyes like tracking. He's like, okay, so I don't want this to go in. He's moving his hand, but it's just all an algorithm doing it. Blocks the ball, goes back, he wins, whatever, gets fucking bananas. Then they take it to a point where they take away the controller and he just now controls it with his mind. So he's just fucking focusing on the screen like this. Boop, 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 boop. Getting fucking bananas, playing Pong without doing anything. Just all mind control.
So first of all, that's how they'd catch me too. That's how they're going to find me in the Neuralink line, is like feeding me bananas. But second of all,
would you do that? Would you sign up for that?
Fucking-lutely not. No fucking way. Not a chance.
Supposedly, there's no side effects and this and that. That's what they want to fucking tell everyone. But
no side effects to this brand new technology that we haven't tested.
There's nothing that I can do or could even think of doing in life that I would want to do like subconsciously.
No, hold on.
About it.
Have you ever played Minecraft?
Like the fucking block game?
Yeah,
no.
The block game. No?
Never played Minecraft. I know Minecraft, and I've never played it.
There's a chance that you might find me in the Neuralink installation line if they're like, yeah, but you can play Minecraft Java.
So you're gonna be like the fucking dude in Grandma's Boy. You fucking lean back like this.
How did he see me?
Does not compute. Just fucking placing blocks, but your hands are down here at your sides.
Adios, turd nuggets.
Adios, turd nuggets. You're just fucking playing, just looking at.
Dude,
the screen.
I would love that, and yeah, that would be great.
Bro, I've made it through almost not 30, but almost 30 years of my life. Not even close to 30. I'm in my 20s. Without
late 20s.
Without any intervention from fucking Elon Musk mind control. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, no, there's zero chance that anyone will be implanting anything if I am in control of the situation.
If you could get an implant, chicks get fake tits, lip injections, fucking whatever else kind of surgery, what would you want to improve? Like, if you could just fucking come up with anything, like Harry Potter world magic shit.
So I forgot where I read this, but intelligence is directly linked to your memory. So if I could have like a 10 terabyte hard drive in my brain, that would be really nice.
That is not nearly enough. 10 terabyte?
Yeah, we could discard all the Pornhub stuff.
Yeah.
Like all that stuff.
Yottabytes, like fucking like way more than that. I think that's a thing.
All right, let's pretend that you could fit like essentially an infinite amount of memory in my head. Okay. I would 100% be down for that. I've noticed, because I had a really, really good memory growing up, because I didn't study, like I didn't assert myself in school.
We can tell.
But I was able.
We can totally tell.
I was able to do quite well in school, just from my memory. So I would like, and after that as well, my memory.
Isn't that what school is? You fucking read a book and you go, oh, yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
In 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue.
Yeah, that's more or less what it was. But the yeah, I lost my train of thought. I'm
sorry.
Buzzed right now. Hold on. It's coming back. So if I could have, what I was going to say is that my memory has faded now that so I'm 32 years old now, and I remember I could count on, I remember I could count on my memory quite a bit until I was like 28, and my mind is just like letting things go now. So if I could upgrade one thing in my body, or one thing in my life, it would be my memory.
Memory, yeah, that's a good thing. Have you heard how memory supposedly works? I'm not saying this like it's fact, but like how you remember something.
No, I'm
so we talked about this on the last podcast. You remember when we met, like the first time, SHOT Show floor at LWRC's booth or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah, I don't remember the booth, but I vividly remember.
Yeah, I remember like meeting, where we were standing and
yeah,
everything. But every time you recall a memory and think about it again, it's you're not recalling the actual memory. You're thinking about the thought that you brought up the last time you thought it, basically.
See, so now you're hurting my brain. Remember last time now you're hurting my brain, dude.
No. But think about it. So imagine, when was the last time you remember playing with water balloons as a kid?
I have zero. Like I said,
what about
32 years old? My memory is
Super
struggling. Yeah, nothing.
Fucking a motorcycle.
Did you say a belt-fed machine gun?
Yeah. Okay. When's the last time that?
Yeah, got it. I've got it. Yeah.
When's the last time you shot a belt-fed machine gun?
That would have been 2011.
Oh, long time ago.
Yeah. Not everyone is you that gets to go shoot a belt-fed.
I shot one last week, Doug.
Yeah, watch his next Sunday Gunday video.
Dope. All right, so 2011 is the last time you shot a belt-fed machine gun.
Yeah.
So you're thinking about the memory from 2011, but you're really just remembering the things that you remembered from the last time.
Oh, yeah. Think about. But I'm remembering the things that I remember from the last time.
So you have thought about shooting that machine gun from 2011 between then and now, right?
Possibly. Not consciously.
But the only thing you're truly bringing up is that. So that's why people's perception of reality gets twisted. Like you tell a crazy story from you in your childhood and high school and your friends or whatever. Every time you tell that story, like a little bit changes, whether it's the time, the fucking weather, the people who were there, like everything changes just a tiny bit, and you're not actually remembering the actual memory of in time when it happened. You're remembering the last time that you thought about it.
Interesting. So that would stand to reason that it gets diluted every time that you remember it.
It's like fucking Whisper Down the Alley.
Yeah, yeah.
So you fucking have a chain of people. When's the last time you fucking played Whisper Down the Alley?
I remember playing it in the band room in 3rd grade.
Okay.
That's the last memory I have of that. And it wasn't called Whisper Down the Alley. I don't know what the fuck that is. It was called...
Well, you know what I'm talking about.
It's called telephone.
Telephone. Okay,
Yeah.
we called it whisper down the alley. I don't know.
Well, you're wrong.
The last time you thought about that was probably in 3rd grade. So
Yeah. So how am I able to recall that then?
because that was the last time you thought about it. So everything is super vivid right now. You remember.
So now
everything.
next time it's going to be like, yeah, that was in the 4th grade.
Yeah.
In the Spanish
And
class.
then next time it was fucking Richard sitting next to you. Next time it's Ricardo.
Now it was Sloan
Next
Kettering,
time-
and she was smoking that shit.
Every day. Smoke pot with John Hopkins.
Johnny Hopkins was blazing that shit up.
I'm not going to call him dad, even if there's a fire. Have you watched Step Brothers recently?
No. It's probably been like a year and a half since I've watched it.
So on topic, I think that's another thing that like, dude, Step Brothers is such a good fucking movie, and you know how funny it is, but you're remembering it from the last time, so it like slowly loses how funny it is, and then you watch it again, and it's so fucking funny.
I can picture Will Ferrell's face when he says that, though.
Yeah.
So how does...
Just sit in the backseat like this. Smoke pot with John Hopkins.
The brain is insane. And actually, there's back to like out there shit.
That's what we're going for.
They took an image of neural pathways of the brain, and it looks ridiculously like our most complete image of the universe.
The neural network of our brain.
Yeah.
I think that's a little bit of like people just what's the name for that? Like seeing something in something that's not actually there.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. It's like the Coke or the Ford emblem and shit like that.
Yeah, that's the Mandela effect, kind of.
Yeah, okay. You should pop up a picture of the human. They have a photograph of the human, like neural,
right here. Back
neural
up,
path.
back up.
And then
Boom, right
and then
there.
boom, right. Yeah, is
Okay.
another photo of our most complete image of the universe. And tell me they don't look similar.
I'm not actually looking at it, so I don't know, but I think I've seen the photos that you're talking about, so they probably do look similar.
Yeah, I don't know.
The Mandela effect, though, that's kind of different. That's like people remembering things. Actually, that's on the same topic, too. People remembering things that are incorrect. Like the Ford logo.
You got me with the Ford logo. I didn't think I was going to fail any of those, but we did that
Oh, did
several
I
months
show you
ago.
that?
We did that several months ago, and I was like, I had no idea with the Ford.
So the
emblem.
Ford logo has, I think it's in the F, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean it's in the F, and it's like a squiggle.
The F has a fucking like full loop squiggle off of the. There's definitely a name for that line that goes through the F.
The bottom deck.
The bottom deck of the F, and it has a squiggle in it, and you wouldn't think that it was there if you saw like a incorrect one side by side, but it's fucking there. And then every time you see a Ford emblem after that, you see the squiggle, and it's like, fuck.
It's there, and I was wrong. And then the Fruit of the Loom one as well, right?
Yeah, Fruit of the Loom has, well, even in my memory now, it has like a cornucopia behind it, but I don't think it does.
I'm gonna have to look.
I think it's
I'll
just
look while
fruit. There's a bunch of things that people like don't remember correctly universally. It's
I'm not gonna say who this is. I'm not gonna say who this is, but an officer in the Denver metro area just sent me a picture of our front door with the caption, "To rub my dick on the door or not."
Do it.
Yeah, that's exactly what it
Say,
says. Do it.
Do it. You won't. No balls.
Yeah.
Or balls.
Picture it didn't happen.
Questionable.
Photo. Oh, I was looking up Fruit of the Low M.
Fruit of the Loom. Yeah, there's some other things too, like movies. Fuck, I can't think of any like real life ones.
How do you spell loom?
Loon? Loom?
Is it?
Yeah, Fruit of the Loom.
Okay, so I'm a little buzzed right now because
It's just a bunch
what I
of
just
fruit.
typed is front off the loom.
Front of the loom.
Front off the loom.
Front of the loom. You fucking Russian?
Fruit.
Oh, front of the loom.
Fruit of the
Fruit of the loom.
Right.
Oh wait, I just thought about one. What the fuck was it? Fuck.
Fruit of the Loom logo. Oh, and Juneteenth popped up.
Oh, speaking of Juneteenth, that's what my next Mandela effect was going to be. Fucking Martin Luther King. If you think of a photo of him, what color is it?
It's black and white, but I know I'm wrong.
It is black and white.
Oh.
But color photos were invented like way before him being anyone of popularity.
That's crazy.
Him and Marilyn Monroe. There's photos of them together that are full colorized, but for some reason they all show up in black and white.
So I'm going to get back to that in just a second, but the Fruit of the Loom thing is real dumb. It's like
it's just fruit, right?
Is there a basket around the fruit, or is there not a basket around the fruit?
Yeah, so I always pictured it as the cornucopia around it
without the basket,
but it's not. Yeah, I think it's just fruit.
It is just fruit.
Hold on,
I'm going to look up MLK.
There's a reason for the name of Fruit of the Loom too. Look up MLK colorized, because they're like color photos of him. Look up him and fucking Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, I see color pictures right now.
Color photos were around when he was there, but it seems like
it's very odd.
They want it to seem like it was way longer ago.
That is
for some
very
reason.
odd. I don't like that at all. Yeah, that's crazy, dude.
Yeah, that's a fucking. That looks like you took it with your
crazy.
fucking Sony. It's nuts. I don't understand that shit.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Anyway, did we get off the rails enough for this podcast?
Yeah, I think we're like teetering on that edge. Absolutely.
I mean, we could keep going.
How long have we been going here?
Like an hour.
Yeah. What else? You want to go live?
We could go live on Instagram right now. Yeah, we could do that.
Let's do that.
I wish we could get this audio on Instagram because it sounds real tight.
I'm gonna go live. Yeah, I'm gonna go live on my channel's Instagram.
Yeah, guys, go follow.
No, don't follow any. I don't care. You can go follow us.
Go follow Future in the Rear View on YouTube and Instagram, because that's where Will and Courtney are building their van. We're going to be doing the Grom build, so I never even talked about when my Grom's coming in, but placed my down payment on the Grom, never comes in. 3 months later, I texted Will, actually, when I was in fucking Vegas. I'm like, yo, motherfucker said my Grom won't come in until July. He goes, texting my guy, and it's there right now. I'm going to pick it up.
Specifically, what I said.
Fuck you, dog.
Specifically, what I said.
What'd you say?
All right, I said, if Talon gets his black Grom before I get my yellow one.
This is to your dealer rep.
To my dealer rep, yeah. I'll be forced into exile, banished to the dark lands. Are you going to let this be my fate? And then his response was, come get it, boy.
So it was there when I fucking texted you the same day. And then what did I say? So Will then said...
You just said fucker. That's the only response that I got.
Will sent me a picture of his Grom, which I don't have mine yet.
And he's like, it's fucking stupid. It's yellow.
Yeah, fucking yellow. What are you fucking...
Let's hear it. Let's see how this plays out.
What are you, fucking loser with a yellow Grom? That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, so Look, man, you got a lot of shit going for you, okay? A lot of shit.
Like what?
Like what? See, that's what I was saying with the lack of gratitude, because we're not being attacked by fucking robots right now.
Oh, yeah, true. We could. I mean, if we're being attacked by robots right now, man, you and I would be fucking shit up. I can't wait till that happens.
That's what I'm saying.
So that's like the only what's the word for it? Like civilized thing that we could do, where we could fucking use the skills that we have gained over the years to really like have an upper hand over the world.
Yeah, I mean, like, if
iRobot was a thing, you and I would be set in this room right now.
iRobot ended so quickly. That's why I go to Terminator Salvation. When they've already taken over, the last vestiges of humanity are in bunkers and shit like that.
Yeah, but...
And I want to fight a T-1000. Just throwing that out there.
What are you going to do?
I'll fucking scissor punch him in the jejunum, dude. Right in his duodenum.
I don't know if that's a good plan.
I think it's somewhere in the stomach.
Like, if we had the chance, like right now robots are attacking. Oh, they're coming.
Right when you said
Speaking
that,
of
dude.
it.
Right when you said that. I wonder if they can hear that.
And that's where we end the podcast. So robots are rolling up to the house right now. You guys better check back next week when we let you know how the robot takeover has gone.
I'm sure it'll be fun. We'll definitely be back next week.
They're coming. Maya won't stop. So we're going to talk about our strategic plan of taking over the planet when robots come, because we're going to fuck shit up. I feel super calm right now, super content. I got no fear.
You say that, but the second that there's return fire, see, you're shaking your head, dude. I'm telling you, the second that there's return fire,
are they going to return fire through the fucking concrete?
I suppose you've never met the 30 millimeter.
And on that note, And on that bombshell.
Time to end.
All right, but for real, we're done with the podcast. Thank you.
You don't want to go live?
Yeah, we're gonna go live. We're gonna go live right now on probably my Instagram.
No, I meant like on the podcast.
Oh, on Dropping Knowledge Instagram?
No, on your main channel, going live and asking them if they have any questions.
Oh, as we're recording?
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. But if you misunderstood, then you're dumb.
We're just gonna go live after this.
All right, cool.
So that gives you guys a reason to follow me on Instagram. Follow Will at Future in the Review on Instagram and on YouTube. He already posted his first Honda Grom video, which was fucking epic. It was epic.
I was intoxicated. It took about 4 minutes to shoot, but I think it came out well.
It was great.
I'm not like I'm thinking about entering into Sundance. I haven't decided yet, but I may,
and it might win. We'll find out soon. Let us know in the comments down below what you want to hear us talk about next. We kind of like scraped across the alien plate. More people wanted to hear the mind bending shit.
I mean, the big thing is they're fucking real, right? Like
we talked about some wild shit, and I think so. I think that's what people want.
Yeah.
So yeah. That's it. Oh
yeah.
Oh.
Go. I'm gonna try to talk him into putting these shirts on there along with my Not Today ISIS, since I have so many shirts.
This podcast ended like 20 minutes ago, and we keep going.
Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
No. What else can we talk about?
I mean, like,
let's finish our Twisted Tea.
Sky's the limit. My Twisted Tea has been long gone, dude. I got
a little spit sip in here. Ready? Here we go. Tastes so good.
Dude, those are like candy.
Yeah, fucking so much sugar though.
Yeah, there's a lot of sugar.
Yeah, let us know what you guys want us to talk about next time. I think Will should be a reoccurring guest on the podcast. He didn't even want to do it fucking 2 weeks later than
I just feel like it's too soon.
We could just fucking do this every time and talk about dumb shit like we've been talking about.
I guess I'm not arrogant enough to think that what I have to say is interesting.
I mean, I think anything is interesting on the internet.
No. It sounds like you've never been on the internet.
Oh, I've been on the internet. Oh no, what does it say? Low battery. All right,
we really are ending this.
Yeah, shout out to the guy that said us holding microphones makes us look like clowns. Fuck you.
About that.
How many rock stars hold a microphone like this and are like, yeah, fucking dope.
I mean, Queen. This is like we're practically
Freddie Mercury. I just need to fucking I just need to have AIDS and all right, that's where we're gonna end it.
Peace.
All right, thanks guys. Thank you so much. Love you. Go buy some merch and we'll talk to you next time. Bye.